Hello everyone, welcome back to the shop. Well, as you can see, I got another haul from my great uncle's old workshop, the little time capsule. Well, here, right now you're currently on my trailer here in the shop. Kind of a tight squeeze getting in here, but I was wanting to do like unpacking. And why wouldn't I just do that live with you guys? Go through all the different tools that are in here. Like, why wouldn't I do that? So that's what we're gonna do here in a second. Now, make sure you're stable here. Sorry, you're on uneven ground. But yeah, like I'm really excited to unwrap this thing, and I noticed, I know that some of you noticed that we didn't have a Sunday chat. Well, the reason why is because I was getting this stuff. But I want to take you on this little journey with me. Now, I'm going to leave it up to the live chat. Which would you like me to start on? Do you want me to start in the back of the truck or in this bin? This bin ended up not getting as full, but back right over here was reserved for heavy equipment. I was able to get in this load like an automated hacksaw, as well as a cool old cast iron drill press. Like, this is stuff from like the early 1900s. It's bonkers. I'm so excited. All right, let's check in the live chat and see which way we want to take this little adventure. Hey, good morning, you guys. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Hello. Oh man, I'm excited. So yeah, where do we want to begin? Truck or bin? They're like, I don't know. You got a 50% chance to make the right answer. Let's see here. The big ones. Ooh, okay. Ooh, yeah, so we got drill presses. We also have a 50 little giant power hammer. I'm so excited to show you guys that stuff. I'd like to say start with the bins so the way you place the pieces. Yeah, okay. You got it. Let's start in the bins. Let's start with this one here. It's not as full. And what's fun about this is I wasn't really able to look inside of these bins when I was unloading, when I was like hauling it out. I was just grab and go. It was kind of a rush deal. Check these out. So these are old threaders, big old honking threaders. And what's cool about this, what's really interesting about this is, oh, I can't toss stuff down too hard. Sorry, I almost made you fall over. What's really interesting about that is because there wasn't just a hardware store with piles and piles of bolts. They would use round stock and all sorts of other things to rethread, to thread brand new things. Like, they were so resourceful back in the day because they had to be. Here, you know what? This is very new to me, so I might put you on the ground so I don't like shake your brains out unloading this stuff. Let me try to do this real quick. Hang with me, don't get dizzy. All right, don't get dizzy on me. All right, let me extend all the legs, extend everything. Okay, and if you're just joining me, welcome. We're gonna do pretty much a large scale unboxing. Okay, you're on the ground now. See, now I can jump up and down. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, where am I gonna put all this stuff? I don't know. Okay, so got some threaders. I'm gonna set that on my tool bench right now. Let's dive in. Let's get in here. Ooh, awesome. Large size C-clamp. And everything's in great shape. It blows my mind how well taken care of all these tools were because they were their livelihoods. You know, you couldn't just be willy-nilly about stuff, and this is just scrap steel that I'll unload later. All right, let's just grab a bin. Let's just see what's in this thing. This is it's like Christmas in like March. All right, look at these cute little oil funnels. And now, so this blacksmith shop was specializing in heavy equipment, agriculture. So they were using all sorts of different greases, all sorts of different oils and lubricants. Ooh, a nice square rasp file. Love that. Now, this is a curious item. Now, this is a hand-forged element. I don't know if you can see that very well. But What I'm thinking it is, so it's definitely something that grabs because there's definitely a seat here, right? I don't know, it's a little backlit, but so what I'm thinking this is, it's a chain tensioner, right? So you loop your chain through here and then you give it a little bit of tension and then you pull, tension it up, and then you slide that element over and now it's locked in. So I'll just strap things down. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Like an old school. Oh, interesting. All right, now look in here. This is fun. Okay, look at all of these different thread counts. So these would be slotted in a series and that would cut threads back in the day. I gotta keep all these things together because there's also a big old lathe. There's a threading machine in the shop still that I gotta go get. So if I can continue to keep them all together, I can find the tools that go with the tools. You know what I mean? Oh man, there's just so much. There's so many goodies. Okay, let's just grab this guy. Oh, all right. God, here we go. This is fun. Oh, I'm so glad we're doing this together. Where do I even begin? Look at this drift. Oh, it's all greased up. But look at the size of that drift. That's great. And I've been needing one of those that's actually perfectly round because I have some that I make axe heads and stuff, but they're oval. I mean, look at that sinister looking thing. I mean, if I ever turn into a villain, well, I know what I'm using. That's dastardly. My goodness. All right. Ooh, a nice rectangular drift in it. And this stuff has been drenched in oil, which makes it so nice because it was like, it helped preserve these things. There's so many cool, I'm just gonna hold it up. Oh, look at all these great punch tools, different tools that do such different things. I love this. Drifts, all sorts of different, what the heck is that? I have no idea, but I'm gonna find out. Wow. This is terrific. I love this so much. Set that there. Whew. All right, hey, how we doing? I'm just unloading this haul from my my great uncle, his shop. It's so cool to be able to almost revisit history. Now, I guess back in like the 50s, 60s era, there was another guy that took over the shop, so a lot of these might be his tools as well. But, you know, it's almost impossible to differentiate, you know what I mean? All right, let's see what else we got. All right. Also, one of my favorite things, I have a lot of favorite things, are these just such cool little boxes, right? You know, all the little bins and boxes, wooden boxes that they would use all the time. And they would get a lot of use out of them too. Check this out. See these brands? They would test their brands that they would forge on anything. Like there'd be cabinets inside of drawers, inside of their shop. They would just have brands everywhere. If it was brandable, they would test it out, make sure it looked right. Now, this is a bit macabre. Now, this is getting into my childhood a little bit. Who knows what this is? I mean, it could have many different jobs, right? It could be like a scale, but this is for dressing an animal. So it would hang there. Grew up this way, you know, and hanging upside down, and you would skin that animal. Definitely have left that behind me a little bit. They're just too sweet. Yeah, look at that. That's all been forge welded together. How cool. God, just love seeing the technique and just, I mean, all that good technique of how to build this thing. God, this is so cool. All right, let's continue on. Big old toe strap. All right, let's see here. old school. What's the brand on this old wood saw? I mean, it's for cutting tree carcasses, so it's pretty disgusting if you ask me. But let's see here. It's got a brand on it. Can't see it. Disian and Sons. But what's interesting is the, it's not like a crosscut saw, you know, where it's like you have a tooth here and a tooth here and a tooth here. It's all just straight. Very interesting. Old school. Ha! Very cool. Now here, oh, it's our first glimpse into some modern day stuff. It's about 80 pounds of pillow block bearings. Oh my gosh. Big old pillow block bearings for when they would build equipment. So now this must be the guy that took over my great-great-uncle's shop back in the day. Yeah, there's all sorts of bearings. Now this is equally as exciting for me because I love making things move. I love putting giant gearworks on axles. That'll help with that. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what? Before I get too carried on, let's tap in with the chat. Let's say hi to you guys. Forges and brands. I need to brand you. Oh, Paul. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm so sorry that we didn't do a Sunday chat. I love those things. But I was unavailable. I was hauling all of this stuff, as well as more. We had it packed on. Hey, Michael. Forges and Brands. Hey, oh yeah. Guys, so good to see you guys. Well, thank you for being here with me and just kind of hanging out. Well, I just kind of take all this stuff out of here. And there's really neat stuff in here that I cannot wait to get to. Let's keep going. Check these out. Now, I'm curious if any of you recognize what these are. They're just funny little like miniature iron wagon wheels. But they definitely have a drive. You see where there's a 90-degree spur gear in there? I don't know what these were used for. They're covered in mud and gunk. So I'm assuming it's something from the fields. You know what I mean? All right, let's just set those. But what's cool about it is I love making things with 3 wheels. Because like my forge is on the same exact principle. So it never wobbles. 3 legs always sit really nice and flat. But I can use these for wheeling tools around and stuff, right? Like how cool. Because look at this. I mean, oh, look at this. So these spokes are not welded. They're riveted on the other sides. They're rivet heads. Like that's when you know it's old school. Everything's riveted together, no welds, and that's why they're still alive. God, very cool stuff. All right, what do we got? They look like belt pulleys. They do look like belt pulleys, it's true. They're just a little narrow for the belt that they were using back in the day. But I definitely, you're on the right track though. I just don't know if they would get that muddy being those pulleys. But I don't know. Okay, check out these old squares. Well, and what's cool is, oh, this is great. So look at these funny old squares. This one's totally homemade. Totally homemade, awesome, like carpenter square. But check it out. Like 5 feet off the ground up here. But check it out. So I got my carpenter squares that I use almost daily. Well, guess what? I get to add them to the pile. It's so cool the fact that these tools will just be like absorbed into the shop like they've always been here, you know? God. Okay, now we're gonna get into some cool stuff. Now I gotta actually do a strap here. Oh, I'm really excited about this box. It's a heavy one. Whoa, can't push too much on that bin. All right, here we go. Oh, okay, there it is. It's like walking the plank. Here we go. Check out all of these tongs. Oh, I know. Don't spill the tea, you know what I mean? Okay, look at all these stinking tongs. Okay, we're gonna have, oh, look at these funny things. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get emotional here. Okay, I have no idea what's in here. Oh, this is really exciting. Here, you know what? There we go. So you're not so backlit. All right, let's take a look at this. So let's actually see if we can. Okay, I can make out one word, hack. How'd they know I was here? No, I'm teasing. Looks like a little tin for like hacksaw blades. What in the world are these? Okay, I have no idea. Look at all these cool instructions. That was back when things would like be packaged to last. It wasn't just some like plasticky throwaway thing, you know? But what in the heck are these like little extenders for? I have no idea. So they thread in with each other. And I need to figure out what that little tool is. But yeah, they thread together and they lock up. And I have no idea what these are. Very fine, interesting. They're like yeah, they definitely remind me of a gun cleaning kit, but there would be longer tubes. These are short, but I think there maybe it's like a set for different types of drill bits, maybe deep inside something. You know what I mean? Very interesting. Well, I'm going to keep combing through a lot of this stuff. And because I think once I start unpacking more tools, everything will start to kind of come into place. Things will start making a lot more sense. Oh my gosh, look at some of these tongs, guys. Look at this. So oh my gosh, look at this. So this is for flat bar. You know, flat bar wouldn't be able to escape there from side to side. Wow, this is wonderful. But look at these funny things. Ooh, they're all seized up. I'll have to like rebuild probably all of these things, but they've been sitting for who knows how long. But look at that funny shape. I wonder if this is like a retrofit. Let me think about this for a second. I'm wondering if they use this. Okay, I think I'm starting to piece it together. All right, let me just kind of clean this off with my fingers. You see this? This was not for holding something. This was for springs. This was to adjust, like to be able to spread and squeeze springs. Oh, see? And it's so cool because I feel like I'm meeting my kin for the first time through all this stuff. And there's more stuff down under this box that I can't even get to yet. When I find a tool I can't figure out, picture, ooh, a Google search, interesting. I just love to like challenge my logic, you know? I think it's a fun practice to kind of initiate in yourself is to constantly be challenging your logic. It's like a muscle. You get good at what you practice, you know what I mean? All right, let's dive in for more. Look at this cute little thing. Okay, I have an idea what this is. Here, I'm learning what to do now. All right, check out this cute little thing. You could carry it around. You know what I think this is? It's a rod holder. for welding rod. Just slap all your welding rod down in there. You have another like little basin for, heck, I don't know, whatever, all your little tools and things. Carry that around your workstation. How cool is that? Ha! Clever. I'll be able to use that like today. All right, let's dive in for more. Some fairly modern pipe clamps. What is this? Okay, we got another mystery, folks. We got another one. All right, let me turn this around so I'm not so backlit. Okay, on one side, we've got something. There's a spring inside of it. It's spring loaded. Oh, got markings. See, I'm worried like I'm gonna fuss with this thing and all of a sudden I can get my finger just like wedged like a mouse trap inside. And on the other side, we have some kind of bearing. And I'm curious where that spring comes out at. And it's bearing and it's with a zerk fitting on it. So this thing did spin enough to require a zerk. So this thing rotated like this. Looks like a homemade pipe bender. I mean, a little bit, you know? But it would just spin. Like there's nothing to like bite onto. But this side has got me what's just so curious. I mean, it's a mystery. Well, we'll get to the bottom of it, I promise. And very, very interesting stuff. Could be a torque wrench of some kind. Yeah, that's what I want to. Yeah, because it would have like a heck of a amount of leverage on it. But it's wood, which means I couldn't pry on it very much, and it rotates. You know what I mean? So like it doesn't have like a bite. It doesn't have like a hex or a square. What else do we got in here? Oh my gosh, more tongs. Big old pipe wrench. Big tongs. Like good old, like big old forging tongs. Like that was for good heavy stock. You know, just how much mass they kept on that bit. You know, just a good old pipe wrench. This is terrific. I see something here that I'm running through. Huh. Fascinating. Whoa. What the heck is this? There is just so much stuff in here. What is this? It's got a ratchet to it. Ooh. This is made in USA. It's a Stanley something or other. But it's got a ratchet to it. So it's definitely some kind of tie down. Because it's got this kind of knurled wheel, and with how much space is between the wheel and this little steel plate is pretty thin. So I'm only imagining like almost like a mule tape, something that you could strap this thing down on. Maybe this went on like the bed of a truck where you can use it almost like a precursor to the ratchet strap. You know what I mean? And look at this super clever little sprocket and ratchet. How cute is that? Can like mount that to the side of my trailer with like mule tape and strap stuff down. This is a big old honking set of tongs. God, man, they were really coming down on stuff. So cool. And what's neat about it is I'll be able to implement this today in the workshop. Like, God, amazing. There's just so much value. And then I don't know. You're going to get me rambling now. But what's so neat about this is just the fact that not much has changed. If you do stuff the old way, you can grab this stuff and use it the same exact day. God, I'm loving this. Okay, sorry for the construction noise, guys. It's out of my power. Okay, let's continue. I'm really curious what the heck this thing is. Let's dive in. All right. No, it's not like not alien antennas, right? But let's take a look. Oh, see, look, everything was so. I felt like tools were so proud back then. Like, look at this, like, cool nameplate. This is probably from the 40s, maybe. All cast iron. Importance. I'm trying to read the little. It says something break. I don't want to rub any of the stuff. There we go. We're getting some out of it. It says important. Oil often. That was back when people used to oil stuff. Let's see. Oh, it's just instructions. It's not like what it does. All right. Let's see. It's hard to do without, okay, so you press down. What happens when I press down? Some type of crimping tool. Oh, there's another little plate. Ah, it's a belt lacer. So, yeah, metal stretcher. So it's a belt lacer. So when you would have these giant leather belts that would go through the rafters and power tools, you would have this tool that would lace these belts together. Holy crap. This is amazing. Are you guys guessing? I'm sorry, I'm too busy marveling over this crap to pay attention. This is amazing. Did someone say belt lacer? No way. There's no freaking way. Let me see. Industrial grade tools. Yeah, oh, definitely. I'm looking for a belt lacer. Maybe giant for snap ring. Oh, this is fun. Okay, let's dive in more. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself as much as I am. My goodness. Got some bottle jacks. Probably from the 40s, maybe? 50s? You know, because everything's real heavy. Keep forgetting not to push on that bend because it's not locked down anymore. Check out these cool, I'm only imagining is like belt tensioners, idlers. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where I'm going to put all this stuff. All right. By what looks to me like a fence puller. But guys, check out check out the size of this pipe wrench. Where's Mario when you need him? Oh my gosh. Huge. But look at this. This is way more impressive. Let me bring you out of the light here. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you got this giant freaking pipe wrench. But what's freaking me out is the thing is bent. Let me just turn it around. It's bent. And they had to do a big old repair on it. So even the size of this thing wasn't enough. They were torquing, I don't know what the heck, they probably had a bunch of guys on the end of a cheater bar or something like that. But it was, they broke it. What in the world? Yeah, because the thing's supposed to be straight. And look at the look at the bend in it. Oh, amazing. But what's great about that is, where's mine at? Yeah. I use those big honking pipe wrenches to be able to roll round bar. You know? Sorry, roll, twist, round stock. You know, I mean, we're talking like 2-inch round stock that I've forged a bunch of cool texture into, you know? So now I got the big daddy, so we'll let it rip. Man, all right. Don't fall off the trailer, Max. Here we go. Another set of tongs. I'm just gonna probably spend the day cleaning up these tongs. But how cool. A lot of flat bar. A lot of flat bar tongs. And then this funny little thing, that's pretty much like the end of a brand, but they just ended up sharpening it. So, curious what that might be for. All right, let's see. Uh-oh. Nobody move. I know you don't see what's happening, but it's spooky. Oh, God. Okay, we're good. The big old pipe wrench tried to sabotage everything. He's like, I'm not bent. Okay. All right. What are you all talking about? What are you guys up to? Oh, yeah. See, I love your guys' insight. This is wonderful. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. See these? Okay, so you remember what I told you? As we start uncovering more stuff, things will start to make more sense. You see these? That's what that tool crimps. These crimp over, like 2 of them. You'd have a piece of rod connecting 2 of these, and it would connect a belt. Amazing. And this thing is just full of cute little hatchet. I'll rebuild this thing and use it for chopping kindling for my coal forge. Oil, some old welding gloves. Whatever that tool is. Oh man, I'm glad I didn't reach in there too hard. Whatever the heck you want to call this knife, my goodness. All right, let me set this down. So now this gets me all fired up. This right here gets me all fired up because check this out. Would you mar the light? Look at this silly thing. They bladed it. It's sharp, still is sharp, right? And it's like a scoop chisel. But look at this old school, like nasty bubblegum welds. But that was back when welders were a lot less advanced, you know? This is early stuff. So they took some big old octagonal chisel and then welded that on there, and they were just scooping something out. I don't know what they were making. No idea what they were making. But how cool, because I'm almost able to feel like I'm able to start understanding their thoughts, their processes, what they needed to build, because I feel like you get to learn so much about somebody as you discover their thought processes, their troubleshooting, all that good stuff. This is rad. God, I feel like I'm getting to meet them for the first time. All right, let's keep digging. I think we're pretty much done with all the cool stuff out of the bins. What do you say we get into the back of the truck? I don't think I can take you with me that close. How should we do this? This is new to me. I've never done this before. Let's think here. You know what we could do is I could set up a little table with you looking at it, and I could pull the truck down a little bit, clear me a walkway, and I can bring stuff to you. Would that work? I'll talk to the live chat for this. Thanks for being here. Your girlfriend ignored my call to tell you Max is live. Ship engines need big tools for a timer. Yeah, oh yeah, big tools for all that stuff, because we're talking steam powered hit and misses, like big honking stuff. All right, so what should I do? Should I pull the truck forward a little bit? Give myself a walkway so I can start unpacking this stuff. I can make you look at a table and we can dissect some of this stuff in depth. Ooh, show and tell, move that truck. Move that truck. Oh, I know that reference. Okay, well, let me just kind of sit you over here. Actually, I'll bring you down. This is fun. And also, guys, hey, thanks for being here with me. I appreciate you. Let me just bring these legs down. One at a time. It's taking me a minute. All right. I think my keys are in it. I got home from moving this stuff, and I was like, just get me out of here. I'm tired. All right, let me just grab my tea. Don't spill the tea. And let's move the truck. Okay. Ah, yes. Yes. Now we got some space to kind of move around. Move my little step stool. All right. Where should I put you? Let's think here. Let's do something like this. Yeah. See? Now we're talking. Let me just fix you. There we go. Also, let me turn my brightness up so I can even see. Okay. We good? Perfect. Catherine, I appreciate you. All right. Well, actually, is there anything you want a closer look at before I go diving into that? Is there like something that you saw that we could do as you think about that? We can go over tongs. Tong talk. I want one of those tables. Amanda, these, you can build yourself one. They're great because I like being able to like move things around in the shop. I mean, it weighs like 200 pounds, but it's great because once it's down, she's down. You know what I mean? Oh, crap. Speaking of 200 pounds, wow, God. Oh, fuck. Oh. Who decided to put this in a cardboard wallet? This is perfect. Come here. No. There we are. That made things easier. Okay. Copper dog, I don't know if it's safe here, buddy. Okay, let's just go through these one by one. Another threader. Some bolt tongs. Probably for Probably, judging by this, 1/2 inch, if not 5/8. I'm so happy you're here with me. This is wonderful. Let's see. We got my tape. Some flat stock tongs. So you create these guides so that the bar stock is not the right size. But so when you put bar stock on it, it can't go back and forth. But I'm curious what size this is, because I'm very curious if it's a size that I use a lot. So it's for 3/4 by 1.5 inches. Beautiful pair of tongs. Another just like it. And I just love how many, like, so for those smiths out there, they can understand, like, this was once just, very basic bit tongs, right? You can see a channel in the inside of it. It's seized up, so I can't open them up. But they were just, just nice, like, just little kind of bird beak tongs. But then they retrofitted them for something they needed, right? You see their welds and repairs and things. They put these things together to what they needed. And like that, when I teach my students about a pair of tongs, try not to be so precious with them, because you're going to change them, you're going to modify them. They don't need to be this like little work of art. They can be. It's really cool and all. But if you're going to be a high functioning shop, they're just a tool. If your thing is just to make tools, that's totally fine. Oh, look at these. It's for a much, much wider but thinner flat bar strip. How neat is this? This is a big old wrench. Ooh. Okay, so here's another thing. Here is a crowbar, right? We've all seen Home Alone. We know what these things can do. Crowbars up and all. But this thing broke who knows how long ago. But there's a reason they kept it. There's a reason they kept it. Because this is excellent steel. A lot of these punches and drifts were probably made from this steel right here. Not this one, obviously, because it's still intact. But from this type of material, they would make tools and punches and things, and they were just rough on stuff. Awesome. Awesome. Lovely, lovely artistic pair of bolt tongs. God, this is crazy. Look at this. Speaking of beautifully ugly tools, this is made from just like little end rods. You can see the thread's still on that. They just welded to some, like probably a big old heavy washer for the boss. But you know what? I bet it worked. I bet it worked great. I love this. This is so much fun. We already went over that thing. Oh yeah, big old pair of flat bit tongs. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at this funny pair. Who knows what they were working with? Oh, no way. No way. Okay. I had a feeling for a second, but I was wrong. They had at least they're consistent. They broke this one too. I don't know what the heck they were prying on, but my goodness, they were prying hard, that's for sure. Look at these interesting things. So, you just send another bolt through that, that's totally easy. But, check out, like, just look how cool the filigree of all these old tools were. Now this wasn't made, this was bought. And it's just like a big, there we go. Big old like end snip. That's wild, maybe for you know, pulling nails, but also, or shearing them off where they are. Oh yeah. Yeah, big old bolt. Look at these things, man. Awesome. But they're not like your usual bolt cutters. They're at the 90. Very interesting. More flat bar tongs. Another silly pair of tongs that I don't know, I cherish. Ooh, they were forging something that had asymmetry, something that would curl up and like they were avoiding, but they didn't need to avoid it on the bottom like a pair of bolt tongs. I'm really curious what that is. And it was definitely a piece of flat bar that was doing it. Fascinating stuff, guys. I need to contact Rust-Oleum, not Rust-Oleum, Vapor Rust. I need to get like a 55-gallon drum of this stuff so I can just toss it all in. Evapor Rust, if you're watching, I would love to work together. Ah, yes, and here's our big old spring tool. Like, look at that. That is I love it. Then those are some big springs. Oh, look at this cute little pair of tongs. I mean, they're not little, they're pretty sizable, but look at them. Ow. It's just blowing my mind. Oh man, we'll save that. Another lovely pair of bolt tongs, flat bit. Oh, we got a hammer. Beautiful little flat bit, but look at the funny little teeth. They got little teeth. Huh. Oh, you know what that is? Ah, I knew it. I had a hunch. So another moment of just like challenging your own logic, right? So I was looking at these like, oh, they have these cute little teeth for holding something. No, they're not teeth at all. You see, there's a channel, and that channel was used so much that it wore through. See, it's so fun to question what you think, question your environment, question what you think you know, because you might learn something. I feel like if more of us can do that, and this worked out perfect, if more of us can just question each other or ourselves a little bit more, I think we'd live in a much more enlightened world. Oh! I'm sorry, I shouldn't be as excited as I am. Now this, they're not a pair of calipers because there's no nut or anything like that to lock them into place. This is meant to just, I don't know what these are. Okay, we got a little channel. And then we have a little peg popping out the other side. Does that line up? Okay, they were in this thing like this, right? But I don't think that's how they went. They went the other way. And now we have these line up. Ooh, they line up very tight. What are you? What is you? Riveted together. Now my next thing I'm looking for is where. Where was it wearing? You know what I mean? Because this very well could be some type of a punch, right? Out of like, you know, real thin. But no, because then you need the full circle. It would just dent in. If this was like a punch tool, you know what I mean? Like to knock out a 1/4-inch hole. That's a bit of a mystery. Make your guesses in live chat. I've been really enjoying watching your guys' guesses. Lovely pair of tongs. And you notice welds. We actually very recently in my online apprenticeship program through Patreon just went over tong making. And instead of forging the reins out from whatever flat bar that is, they would just weld them on. You know, because they knew that no one's going to be seeing their tools. They just need to do a job. Here's another pair of little end cutters. But look how mangled those bits are. They used the heck out of them. All right, what else we got? Yeah, that's a little more modern. Oh, we got our first broken pair. I'll hang that up on the wall. Interesting. Very interesting pairs of tongs for very specific for very specific purposes that I'm unaware of, because they were working on stuff that I've never seen. You know, probably because it's been obsolete for 100 to 60 years. You know what I mean? Let me check in with the chat because I just love you guys. Marking tool for spot welds. Ooh, Troy, very good thought. Oh, this is great. This is awesome. No, okay. I'm trying not to get too excited here. Look at, and do they mesh? Oh, and they mesh. We got tons of little spur gears. Oh my God, this is heaven. This is heaven for me. This is what Max's heaven looks like. Do they all mesh? Oh my God. Dang it. One has a chip now. No, we're good. What in the world? All right, so do we have any matchies? Okay, we have two. One of those, one of these, one of those. So they're all over the place. These spur gears are kind of all over the place, but they appear to have at least, yeah, they're close enough to have the same pitch to where they can mesh together. How fun is this? Let me I'll try and make you see here. This is rad. I can make things so strong with these spur gears. Oh, this is like Christmas. What's in here? Bearing housing. Look at this good old, oh gosh, look at this good old just single jack hammer. Very similar. Check it out. Actually, this thing's gone through some abuse. Look, there, maybe you can see it in this direction. You can't really see it. But there's quite a bit of a crown to it. But look, they're brothers. How fun is that? Huh. This is great. Bunch of old wrenches, more threaders. Oh, what are you? Oh, we got another one. Another funny off-center pair of tongs, probably for holding something low, you know, so your bar is straight. Anyways, so you don't have to bend your back. Here's another one, but it's locked into place. And it's locked up good. What were they? What are you? I have no idea. I'm puzzling over it. Is there anything else cool in here? I mean, it's all cool. But anything that you guys need to see. Just neat old school wrenches. Awesome. Very neat. I don't know what that is, but it's tripping me out. Now we got a tin full of just screwdrivers, miscellaneous hand tools. How neat. Gosh. All right, let me figure out how I'm gonna sort all this stuff. I don't even know where it's gonna go. I have such a dinky shop. Getting overwhelmed. All right. So now that tong chalk is done, what do you say we grab our first bin from the back of the truck? Let's see here. All right. Got a couple bins here. What do we got? We got a whole bunch of assorted files, and actually some of them have a pretty good edge on them. Ugh, a wood hammer. Gross. Okay, look at this. So look at this funny thing. So it's a Hardy tool that they stuck this chipping hammer end onto, and they're forging on it. What were they doing with this? And if you look inside of there, you got, you know what this could have been? A blind rivet. So they put that in the tool, and I bet you this is for rivets. They would, you know, like, yeah. So they'd get that rivet hot, send it through the other side, and then they would, like, you know, go over the top of this, and it could be, you know, the bottom of something that needed to go way up in there. And then they would forge that rivet head from the blind side. Very interesting. That's at least my assumption. Because I've been in that situation before, and I needed that exact tool. So what do you think about that? That's cool. Yeah, bunch of cool files. What are you? Get out of there. Get out of there. Whoa. Whoa. Big old school soldering iron. Look at that thing. Rad. Looks like they were making these things. Here's another one, but it busted off. You can see where they folded that thing back onto itself and forge welded it. But there's no telling where where that other end went. This funny old, probably like a valve, little valve wrench. Wild. All right, what's in here? Hey, another lovely, and I'm really excited to take a very gentle wire wheel to all of this stuff and be able to see initials stamped into this stuff, you know? Hey, Mythic, we got ourselves a member. Awesome. But yeah, another square. Go up with the others. I love it. 2-quart little oil can, or well, I mean, honestly, whatever fluid you wanted to put in there. How cool is that? How fun. Oh, should I use this thing as, well, clean it up, obviously. Use this as like a kettle. Pour some tea out of this thing. It's not very insulated though. Plus it's galvanized, and I'd probably have to use the restroom pretty quick after drinking from it. You know what I mean? We got tin snips, old school shear style tin snips. Cool box. It's got heavy duty grate at the bottom. I'm gonna use that for something. Interesting. Now look at this too. Just a big old grease ball. But check out, what was this? Oh, was this for greasing bearings? This, yeah. So you spin that, and that could be to press grease into bearings. Funny little, what looks to be a little handmade tool. Yeah, because I'm seeing a bunch of goop, bunch of grease in there. Yeah, don't drink out of it. You got it, Paul. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna be able to use this box forever. Like, I'll be passing this box down to my to my descendants. All right, let's see here. Let's grab another thing. Check out this cool old wooden box, you guys. Are we considered descendants? You're damn right. Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm a big chosen family sort of a guy. You know, I don't have kids of my own. I have bunches of nephews and nieces. I tell you what, if any of them start taking to this trade or having some, you know, metal curiosities, oh, you better believe they're going to live in this shop. Because I feel like it's very important to kindle curiosity. You know what I mean? Very important to nurture that kind of, because I feel like we all have very natural proclivities to you know, different things. What the heck is that? Mythic! Mythic, quit that. You don't need to do that. Stop it. That's very kind of you. Anyways, what the heck was I saying? Mythic got me all Twitter-pated over here. Yeah, but I think it's important to, you know, nurture the curiosities of our young people, and honestly, whatever age. You know, I can't wait to teach someone in their 70s. You know, whatever. I don't care. Like it's just so important to really, I don't know, yeah, just nurture people's instincts, because I feel like we're born with that kind of intuition of what we want to get into. And, you know, a lot of that's just beaten out of us as kids. You know, you can't do that. That's for dreamers. That's for idiots. You know, you're going to go broke. You're whatever. You know, we're told a lot of things. And it's usually pretty wrong. You know, because I feel like anybody, if they commit themselves to it, can achieve anything. But it takes a lot of that commitment. Anyways, I'm going to get off my soapbox and open this really cool wooden box. What do you guys think? I don't know what's in here. Oh, look at all of these different thread tools. Look at the intricate wooden carvings that everything would sit into. I was curious why there was just this weird wooden hole. Look at this. And there's another level where more threaders were put down into. So that would go like this. Okay, so there's more. I'm curious if I can gather up all these tools and put it all back together. How cool would that be? Oh, this is amazing. I need 5 more shops to be able to put all these tools in. My gosh. All right, let's see here. What do we got? Good old wires, probably all rusted through. Probably no good anymore. I mean, great thing to have around. Just make sure you got your tetanus shot. Also, how often are you supposed to get those? I haven't had one since I was like probably a little kid. I'm around a lot of rusted metal. Am I okay? I don't know how that works. Anyways, but yeah, good old tie wire. Great handy thing to have around. Now, what the hell is this thing? It's different. Okay. So this bottom part is a handmade tool that they would either put into a vise or slip into like a tool holder. It's just too big. But yeah, now this looks like, how cool is this? Okay, so it has a quick release for pipe. I wonder if I can use this. And then you tighten that thing, so it's a little pipe vise. 10 years, got mine recently for stepping on a nail. Ooh, so maybe I should re-up that. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Made in USA. It's really cool to see that stamp like on everything. Cool old square nuts. Like, and everything is still in working condition. Like, I'll be able to use this like now. And it's in good shape. This is awesome. Armstrong Bridgeport. It has a serial number on it. What a cool little tool. Awesome. And you know, I won't be using it for pipe. I'll be using it for round stock. Fun little saw handle. But I'm wondering, could I make it into something else? I was told tetanus resistance. Ooh, what's that? What's Mike saying? Revamps with exposure. I will work metal. Doc said I was probably fine. Oh, so I'm like immune. I'm like mutant. I'm like a mutant because I'm swimming in rusted steel forever. Yeah, damn right. I'm probably immune, so I'll be fine. Some stainless steel, nasty edges on it. Oh, looky here. I was getting low on my soapstone. Not anymore. I love it. How cool is it that I can just take these tools fresh from the box and put them into service like automatically? What's this cool little box? What's this cool little box? I'm looking for dates, you know, because everything's precious here. Looks like just a silly little like hardware. So 100 thread Lamson machine bolts from Chicago, Illinois. But look at these cool old labels. This is amazing, guys. And it's to hold their soapstone. Oh, you guys. Big old toe pin. Not for your toe, but you toe with it. It's a big pin. Okay. What else we got? Funny little old, little, some from Cincinnati. Huh, little C-clamp, cute little thing. I'll put that with the other C-clamps. And now it's home. I love it. Sorry, I'm coming. I'm gonna look at the live chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. It's whose birthday? Oh, it definitely feels like my birthday for sure. Oh, look at this. Okay, check it out. It's an oxyacetylene striker. Do you think it strikes? All right, let's, in the chat, do you think it strikes? Is the flint still good? What do you think? You ready? I'm just gonna take a peek. Ooh, there's flint in there. Ready? Ho! That's gonna go right with my oxyacetylene. Boom! It's ready to rock and roll. Oh gosh. What are you? What are you? See, it's this stuff that gets my creative, curious mind just cooking. What is this funny little piece of cast iron? Ooh, there's an emblem. Look at this funny. What, you guys recognize that? Ooh, there's another little thing. Perhaps just a serial number. What are you? I don't know. It's a mystery. Oh, look at this funny. It was just like a little weight, this little hold down. Pipe cleaners. Okay, I'm really curious. What is this? Check this out. Whoa. Ah! Shouldn't have done that. Holy crap, you guys. Check it out. What in the world? So we got schematics. We got welding plans. Please let me get a date. Oh my gosh. This is insane. Look at the, just like, oh my gosh. Come on, give me some notes. Give me a date. What is it? Straddles. What are you? I'm gonna have to just scour over this. This is This is amazing for me. Wow. So incredible. These are going on my desk. I'm going to look over those and try to understand what they were building or what they were commissioned to build. What are you? No telling. I'll be darned. All right, let's grab another crate, will we? All right, coming in hot. Look at this cute little funnel. Adorable. The old school hand plane. I think I have one just like it somewhere around here. Ah, it's buried somewhere. But yeah, clean this up and I could definitely use it again. Oh, been needing one of these. A little glass cutter. Look at there. Kind of cute. Called Red Devil. USA. I love these little tiny tools, you know? Like, look how cute with the little ball end on it. Man, this is so much fun. Another type of plane. God, all these just, wow. Looks like teeth for some type of pipe clamp. New York, USA. Very cool. Little pins. It's just so much stuff. I mean, like, I gotta think it would be very similar if all of a sudden I disappeared and people were going through all of my random treasures that I've kept. Cute little tack hammer. Beep, beep, beep. Can modify that into really anything. I'll be darned. What am I gonna do with all this stuff? Ooh, another hat. So this is a this box is a little bit in better shape. Victor hacksaw blades. What's in there? Oh, it's nothing. But look, I just love the cool old instructions that they would give you. How neat. I'm so glad I'm able to share this with you guys. This is fun. Cute little box. I think, ooh. What do you think's in there? Wire beads. Oh my gosh, things just falling apart. Oh, cute little tack nails. I'll be able to use these 100%. Probably go with that little tack hammer. I'll keep them together. You know what I mean? It's a set, you see. All right. Funny old little grease gun. That's a homemader right there. Big old gouge tool. So curious what they were gouging out of there. You know, coming out and then just scooping huge chunks of wood. Oh, look at these. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. A neat little sprocket. Maybe number 40 chain. But there's all of these really cool old square-headed lags in here. I'm gonna keep these out of the box. But look at there's a whole wooden box of them, of these little guys. I'll be able to use the heck out of these. They're just so much prettier than, oh, cute little abrasive wheel. Whoa, that's some chain for you. That's some ag stuff right there. We got more boxes. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, we got, I feel like I'm in National Treasure or something like that. Oh, corrugated fasteners. Check these out. Wow. This is wild. Huh? So funny. This is tripping me out, you guys. Yeah, this is just their little hardware bin. Oh my God. For those of you that run an oxy torch, look at this old tip cleaner. Check that out. Unbelievable. They used to just be on a little ring. Oh! Guys. I need to walk around. It feels good in my hand. I found a treasure. I need a drink of water. I need a sip of tea. Oh my God. Guys, look. I feel like I got a precious little bird in my hand. Look at this sweet little old tape measure. Oh, that's so cool. Hard add. Measure 2 inches. So this thing's 2 inches wide, so that if you butt a corner, you can just add 2 inches to it. What's the brand? HK Porter. I'm really curious to see the condition of the tape itself. Check that out. Oh! Here we go. Shall we see how the tape looks? We'll do it together. Oh, it's nice. After who knows how many years that thing's been sitting in there, it's like butter. Can't tell how many feet it is. But look, totally ready to be used. And I wish you guys can feel it. It's like this 50, 60 years later feels better than most tapes you'll just pull right out of the case. Oh, that is so nice. You know, it gives new meaning to, they don't make them like they used to. Wow. I don't want to get it too far out. But look how used this thing was. Look at that. Like, this thing has... unbelievable. Like, to be able to use the same tools that my forefathers did. I'm going to use this all the time. Wow. Incredible. I just don't even know how to feel right now. This is tripping me out. More little fun boxes. Looks like we got a set of carriage bolts. Nope. They used to be carriage bolts, but now they're just these funny little pins. little boxes. I loved how like little everything was back then. Little valve stem packing. Valve stem packing. Come on, give me a date. Yeah, it gives you a little diagram how to use it. From valve stems. I'm sure all this is like coated with asbestos and stuff. An oil seal. Gosh. Oh my God, look, speaking of tiny, look at this cute little baby. It's got a little swivel on it. Oh my God, it's so cute. Doesn't even have like a thumb nut. It just has this little knurled. Oh my gosh, I'll be able to use this from when I'm working on jewelry and things. It's so cute. It's precious. I love it. I love it. What am I gonna do with all this stuff? It's all treasure. All just treasure. I mean, fun, just old end wrenches. I'm speechless, guys. To have me shut up is crazy. Oh man, I'm really grateful to have you guys able to join me in this, you know? It's pretty darn cool. You know, like, to just be able to share this with other people because, like, I don't know. Otherwise, I'd just be up here freaking out in my lonesome. Man. Let's grab another box. All right, here we go. Now we got another cute little C-clamp. Great C-clamp. A lot of clamps in this one. Ooh. Fun drill, like a paddle bit, like old school paddle bit. Little homemade chip and hammer. Now see, this is like the new age of what we saw before. This is a chain binder. And I think that other style is like the precursor. If I find it again, like the precursor to that. It's cool, like I have like all the different eras. Oh, some pipe cleaners, some old ancient Victors, probably from the 50s or 40s. Oh, some pretty stout clamps in here. Bunches of them. But also, I use these quite often. And I mean, look at all of these cool, oh my gosh. Some old Stanleys. And they all have like these funny little nut. I'm sure that's homemade. Yeah, because see, there must have been a design flaw in these to make them have to weld on that little washer because it looks like they all busted off. And that's interesting too, because usually that wing nut is up here to tension down and capture your angle. But it's interesting because that's down here. I'm very curious how that works. Just how interesting. Yeah, that's just a bunch of clamps in there. All right, let's grab another one. Let's do this. Looks like we got another box of threaders. Just a piece of pipe. Maybe it's their like little cheater bar pipe because it's got a nice ergonomic kind of end on it. Great pillow block bearings that I'll be able to use. Yep, more pillow block bearings. Bunch of old drill bits. I'll sharpen those up and I'll start using those. I'm running out of room to put stuff. All right. Oh, no. This is a handle for one of them. But look at these cool, I'll get it all cleaned up. But look at these cool boxes that were made for these tools. That doesn't go there. That goes there though, no. Which one are you? See, there's one of them, but there's multiple levels. Like, look at these. This is fascinating. Aha, we found it. I knew it was a handle for something. Maybe? No, it's not. We were wrong. I don't know. It'll turn up. But yeah, just like they were threading everything back then because that's what you had to do. I don't know where I'm going to put all this gear. My goodness. All right, let's grab more boxes. Okay, nice that they had all these bins. What are you? What are you? You always gotta be careful fussing around with a new tool because that's how you get your little fingies pinched. What is this funny little thing? Once I start understanding what's moving, what we got? We got some stamps here. Oil Daily. Bandit Form Seal. Huh. So it's probably pressure down and then you squeeze it. I don't know what that is. Yeah, another little mystery. For those of you in the live chat, take a look at it. What do you think? What do you think this little guy is? Fascinating stuff. Industrial stapler. What else we got in here? Some type of band. Usually tools go together. And I'm wondering if this band, oh, is it for banding stuff together? I bet you that's what it is. See, we're figuring it out, folks. You can band stuff together, and then this is your crimp tool. Paddle for a drum set? Oh my gosh, it does. Yeah, totally. I bet you that these two go together. How fun is that? I love figuring things out. Now that is pretty nasty. Speaking of tetanus, that must be something from, look at all this. This is a dangerous box. Gosh, there's sharp stuff everywhere. But then it has this funny, no way. No way. Were they doing a little spatula on the end of a knife so you can cut and then be like serving eggs and stuff like that? All in the same tool? No way. If that, I might just be being silly, but if that's true, that is hilarious. But this was something standard. Look at it. This was something for the farms. This is definitely some type of standardized chopping tool for agriculture. But I don't know what that tool was for. But this one cracks me up because I swear if that was a spatula knife combo, that's brilliant. I'm gonna have to bring that into the kitchen. Yeah, here's another one. A bunches of these things. Oh, I could use them for harvesting my pumpkins in my patch. Oh, we got some cool tins. How is this stuff so cool? Awesome. Splitting maul. Great ring. That's one ring to rule them all right there. That's great. Big old hand drill. There's another one. Just keep reaching in here and I keep finding more knives. Trying to find stuff that you guys never seen before. What the hell? Okay, that's cool. Neat little center punch. Some handmade little thing. All right, we got some stuff to go through. Look at how cute this little tiny chuck. This little tiny chuck is. Kind of miscellaneous hand tools and punches. Put the knives back where they belong. My goodness. Okay. Now, this is something I wanted to check out. Look. Come around this side. Let me drop first. Okay. There we go. Look at this old school vice grip. This is vice grips from eons ago. Look at this thing and the way it would bind up. How do I? Okay, let me start figuring this thing out a little bit. Is how do I open it up? Is it just seized? Oh, I might just have to do like a whole rebuild on this cool little tool. Look at how interesting this thing was. That's, how old is it all? Like, yeah, probably 1920s. Yeah, at least, because they opened that shop early 1900s, like turn of the century. And then it was like in use as a big old like auto shop, but mainly for like rebuilding big farm equipment, and into like the 1950s. So look at that. So there's quite a big span. Look at all this is old like cast. See, you can see the cast seam back here. And there's that funny little guy that hides the spring. The original spring is on there. I'm seeing some inscription here, probably the patent number and stuff. This is rad, guys. Oh yeah, it's got all sorts of cool information on it. Treasures. Treasures on treasures on treasures. All right, we got more treasures. Let's see what we got here. Look at this cool old like fastening. I can't make out what's on this label, but let's see what's inside, shall we? Oh, now these go on a piece of farm implement and go and like pretty much like a bunch of scissors cuts. How cool is that? But that's good steel. I can make all sorts of stuff out of that material. That goes over there. And look at these funny tins. What are you? Keep sealed for your protection. Keep sealed for my protection. What the hell does that mean? What's in this thing? Made and printed in the United States of America. International Harvester, Chicago, Illinois. Keep sealed for your protection. What the hell is in here? Quantity 1. Tapered RB cone. RB cone. What's RB? Tapered cone. Is it like a little bearing in these things? Oh, it's a cone and a cup. But why has it got to be sealed for my protection? Why is this dangerous? We'll just leave that a mystery for now. Let's grab more. I got more, dang it. Here we go. Here we go. Now, if you're just tuning in, we totally missed our Sunday chats, right? And I love those Sunday chats, and I was really sad to be able to miss it. But I missed it for a good reason. And it was because I was getting all this stuff from my great-great-uncle's workshop because I was traveling while I was doing it. So I'm trying to make up for lost time. And I'm really excited to be able to do this together and just unveil what I found there, because it was kind of a grab and go situation. Corn knives. That makes sense. Chopping stalks maybe? I don't know. That's really cool. Way up on top, check this out. Big old school soldering iron. And look at those little divots where it'd probably pool up. Big old, look at that thing. How I miss finding old tool stashes. And what's really cool about this is my great-great-uncle's workshop. I never knew about it. I obviously never met the guy, but we do the same trade. I had no idea. And this is all just very recent. Oh my God. Hold the phone. Hold everything. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is right here? This is gonna change everything, boys and girls, and all in between. Oh my God. So you know my obsession with circles, right? This is, your cutting torch goes in there, and it's like a scribe. It pivots right here on a center punch. And now this is awesome. Is that a bearing in there, or is it just glide inside? Be really cool if it was a bearing that I could get unseized. This is an amazing tool right here that I've been needing. Been needing this. You can cut big diameter circles with this thing too. Ah, yes. Winning. This is amazing. Big old honkin' splitting maul. Another funny little homemade little chip and hammer. Torture device. Yeah, that's for pretty much just like an aggressive hoe. And then just a mountain of welding gloves. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in my shop, I got just a whole bunch of right-handed because I wear out the left from holding on to hot steel. We got a right hand. I'm curious. I'm really curious if they're the same way. Oh no, we got a left. Oh no, we got another left. So they were using them. Another right, another right. We got a left. Okay, so they were using them relatively evenly, unlike myself. Just such funny, all these weird little tools and widgets and doodads that they would use for just oddball little purposes, whatever they needed. And that's one of the things I love about this trade and committing my life to it for several decades, is if you need a tool, you build it. And that's something we've lost, unfortunately. Oh, good old spud wrench. These make amazing drifts if you cut that off for those Smiths out there. Williams, USA, 1.25 inch. Super wrench. I love how everything was like super fast, and yeah, so you'd line up holes with this thing. Oh, we got another one of those things. I'm very curious if this is some type of weight, but also this could be for when they were making hot rods with lead, those lead sleds, and they would smooth that lead out like this thing, almost like a trowel. All right, we got another little tape measure. Not as cool though. Huh. It's like brand new. We'll be using that. Can never have too many tape measures. Great center punch. I'm gonna put that right there because I'm gonna use that probably today. Cool old wrenches. Oh, good old bearings. Wonder if I can find the top cone for that guy, because that's a handy little bearing right there. Is that a needle bearing? Sure looks like it is. Or is this just a seal? It might just be a seal. My goodness. Some welding tips. Whatever that was. Ooh, it's magnetic. Why is this magnetic? Curious. Not much. It just probably took some. Listen. Ooh. I love that. That's what its job is from now on. Little turnbuckle. Oh, great little pair of like kind of more modern vice grips. I'm gonna put it with the rest of my vice grips right here. Boom. Ready for use. And that's about all of these really cool tools that are in here. Oh, let me put the super wrench in there. Here we go. There's just so much stuff. Interesting. Look here. Look at that. Look at this. This is a very fine, like, set of calipers. And check this out. So this has this little spring here where I can alter the pitch for like very fine adjustment. Oh my gosh, and the threads are in like perfect condition. This funny little wooden bar. So I'd set, who knows how long it's been like that. Set this one over here. And if I was doing a measurement from there to there, from this point to that point, and these are sharp, razor sharp ends. So these were very fine. Yeah. Oh, this is so this is in great shape for my fine adjustments. That's very, very cool. Little trowel. No idea what that is. Does that seem familiar to any of you guys? What do you think? But maybe the answer is in this box. Bag of something. Who knows what that's in that thing? What if I was to start moving and, you know, like, I don't know, they like bought a little critter, you know, eons ago, and that's been in there for all this time. That's sad. Now I just broke my own heart thinking about some little thing being stuck in there. Even if it was a terrible little thing. What you got? Those Tremel points look like. I think it's a model number. Maybe there is a model number on this thing. I haven't even looked. I'm too excited. It's in great shape though. Not seeing anything on the wooden shaft. And there's just too much corrosion. I'm not seeing anything on the kind of chromed ends. Look at this cool little wooden box. Let's see what it says. A little socket wrench. A little socket wrench set. Oh, look at these old little socket wrenches. Huh. Wild. I love how everything had a neat little box to keep everything together in, you know? A little spool of iron wire. But just look how sweet everything was, you know? Oh, I was getting really excited, but it's just a empty wooden box. But it's a cool wooden box that I'll be able to put something in, you know? Like, how cool is it to be able to give a present or a gift in like a cool wooden box? Cleaned up, obviously, but you know, I'm not a barbarian. Okay. Sorry, I'm missing stuff here. You're in Disneyland. What are you doing here? From Denmark, got any ideas for a language? A language? I don't know what that means. All right, I'm very curious what's in this oily sack. What do you think's in there? It's got some good weight to it. It's definitely iron. Cooled, just cord. I'm gonna put this out elsewhere because I don't want it to get dinged or messed up in any way. Because I'll be able to use all these. Let's see here. Well, who knows when the last time this was opened up? Let's do. I'll get closer. Let's see what we got going on here. Maybe gold. Oh, dusk. That would be amazing. Because then I'd be able to build whatever I wanted to in here. I can't see. Ow! I'm just teasing. Did I scare you? What? Okay. Okay, what in the world? Oh, I thought this was broken, but it's not. It's supposed to be like this. What are you? You send a cotter pin through that guy. What is this? Weird thing to put into a little sack. There's like big cumbersome parts in here. Oh, there we go. Make sure I keep everything together. That's why they have it in a sack, because there's all these weird, see, there's the cotter pin, right? Funny little nut. What are you? So we got two of these things that look like that. I thought it was busted, but no, that's what they are supposed to be like. All right, I'm just looking at the live chat. What if it's cursed? Well, it's too late now. You're right, though. What if it is cursed? Crap. Wow, look at these cool faceted washers. Look how neat all this stuff was. Now it would just be flat. There's so much detail put into things to make it look cool. Okay, the mystery grows. What are you? Okay, so these two are identical. Aha, now these are identical in a mirrored fashion. What are you? But these are broken. These are busted. So maybe, ooh. So that's about the right. What the hell are you? So curious. Okay, now here are the little axles, the little shafts. And then the rest of the little screws and nuts and cotter pins. What the hell are you? So I'm feeling like this thing screws down and kisses up against that, right? So you got to be able to take something out. Ooh, we're getting close. this thing. Right, so those would hold those shafts together. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to keep puzzling over these. What are you? Any markings? No, there's a little 10. Little 10 in the cast right there. Ooh, there's something else on the back. FZ1127. And there's a B and a B. Little castings. No idea what these are. My curiosity is piqued. I'm gonna put these back in the box and I'll nerd out at another time. Also very, oh man, I'm just so curious. Insatiable curiosity. All right, let's continue. Curious curiosities. Fascinating stuff. Maybe some suspension brackets, perhaps so. It definitely looks like a tool. Either like a plumb tool or something that you would take apart and put back together when you needed that tool. I don't know what that thing is. The main reason why it came apart was perhaps so that you can get it onto something. It could be something that fastens on. No idea. No idea. I need to find some old-time farmers, because they might know. Had to be drinking mostly dust at this point. Yeah, it's pretty dusty in here right now. But tea is still good. Let's grab another crate. There's so many tools. Oh, what do we got here? Okay, we got cute little thumb nuts. So it's like a little homemade 1/8 by 1/2 inch. Look at this. Looks like a jig. It's a jig of some kind. All right, so you got these little channels, right? Turn this thing around. And you got these thumb nuts. I feel like I'm saying an insult. And then you have all these different little channels. Let's see here. Some of these are all seized up. Oh, yeah, they slide. So I'm wondering, how big does it go? Oh, God. Speaking of dust. There we go. I wonder if this is just a nice little length jig. You know, so you can set however length you want for like cutting parts, and then you just go. At least that's what I'm going to use it for. How cool. Rad. What's this? Kyber. 46-inch rim to JD cast hub. Looks like a job that they never finished. Amazing. Little eccentric wheel. I just don't even know where to look. There's treasures on treasures. Little hub. All sorts of little hubs. Yeah, little hubs with eccentric wheels. I mean, this is probably stuff that went on like hit and misses and things like that to actuate different things. This is wild, you guys. Cute little tack hammer. Funny little punches and what in the world? Come off of there. Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys. We need a moment of silence here. Check these old safety glasses out. Clear everything. Clear everything. I'm gonna see what's in here. What do we got? Big old saw blade, but I can make good stuff out of that. Good material. Big old oxyacetylene welding tips. All right, let's get to this good stuff here. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have an avalanche of tools in here. There's so much crap. Oh, look at these. Look at them. Look at this. Oh, the leather is just so weak, just falling apart. Look at just. Oh my gosh. I bet you my great uncle wore these. Look at these things. No, they're not welding glasses. They're clear. This is wild, you guys. They look so little. I wonder if they're prescription. No, they don't look like they're prescription. My forefather wore these. Unreal. And they're just dusted by sparks. They're like this. These were getting used. Should I put them on? I got a giant pumpkin head. There's no way that like somebody from like the 19 maybe 30s, 20s that it fit, and then it was gonna fit this this corn-fed guy. Let's see. Oh, I can see a little bit out of them. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna put these on my desk. Wow. Who would have thought? So cool. So darn cool. This is wild. Oh, look. Look. Dang it. Oh, there we are. I know, right, Dusk? Totally steampunk. Let's grab more. We're at last getting to the bottom of this stuff. Thank goodness, because I have more cute little. Oh, look at this scraping tool. Definitely homemade. Bring this into the kitchen and, you know, flip flapjacks. Look at this cute little tiny one. Oh, how wonderful. Look at this great, oh, it's a 1 quart. What the hell? Oh gosh, scared me. So I wasn't expecting this little element in here. I thought it was just gonna be the strip, and I thought there was something in it. That is so comfortable. They just made things different back in the day, you know? Cute little old oil can. A little hot shot. Awesome. Add this to my ball peens. I'm just gonna put it in there right now. Actually, I'll put it right there with the other hammers. Man, this is just blowing my mind. Good old crescent wrenches. Drop forged. Made in USA. There's not a single thing built that's been stamped that's not been made in the USA. How cool is that? Crescent tool. Jamestown, New York. Where's this one from? Crescent tool. So this was back when a crescent wrench was from Crescent Tools. It was actually a crescent wrench. Made in USA. I'll be darned. How cool is that? There's no... I wish there was dates on some of this stuff. My goodness. Too cool. Too cool for school. Oh, oh, funny little scraper. All right, let's grab our last bin. Here we go. What are you? What? What? Okay. Okay. Look at this thing. Does it open up? No. Dynamic supercharged welder. It has different like terminals and things like that. Look how little it is. This is advanced technology back in the day. What else does it say on this plate? Chicago, Illinois. Model dynamic welder. Is dynamic the only use AC? 110 volts, 60 cycles, 1, 2, and 3. These are where you plug in your electrodes. Made in the USA. Dynamic Welding Co. Wow. Even gives you this the street. Made in Chicago. Wow. They didn't even have rubber or plastic wire covers. It's all, well, it's probably all asbestos now. I'm going to take a step back. But it's, yeah, it's like all fabric. Wow. Okay, what else we got? What the? Look at this terrifying death machine. Look at it. This is something right out of Mad Max. With a homemade cover. How funny is this? Big old angle grinder. Look at that. Everything looked at, this, I'm guessing 40s or 50s. But I wonder if this thing still fires up. I mean, we could find out right now. I don't know though. I'm a little nervous. Look at it. Homemade 90 handle, 90 grip. I mean, it looks like it has a relatively standard turns. A little rough. Feels like the bearing smoked. But I love how these old tools were like hot rod looking. They were made to look like they'd go fast. Everything had to look cool. Big old cast aluminum heads on them. I mean, this thing's heavy. That's awesome. Huh. What else we got in here? Another old school. Oh, just old school tools in here, man. Not as old school as the other ones, but it's an old skill. Look at this funny, it looks like a little ray gun. Oh, that's where that little chuck is from. Oh my goodness. Little cute, little tiny chuck ray gun drill. Oh, this is great. What does this plate say? I don't think I'm going to get anything out of that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it smells like burnt up motors. But like, I'm just gonna hang them up on the walls of my shop. Just what a cool. You know, I feel like I'm in one of those old movies, you know, with the little ray guns. Oh, that's great. And it's so cute. Definitely made for like smaller hands. My goodness. Neat little tool. Wow, you guys. I'm like it looks like a yard sale in here. There's just boxes and bins and crates everywhere. Oh. There's just some cool pieces around here. God, and most of it's still just even out there. God. All right. You know what? I am so grateful. So deeply, deeply grateful. You know, like, we don't talk about gratitude enough. I can't express how grateful I am to be in a position of, well, having an able body, for one. Having a good, sharp mind where I'm able to create things, but also to somehow track down some of my forefathers' old tools and then add them to my shop and get another however many years I got left in me. You know? Hopefully a lot. Hopefully a bunch of years. And then I get to pass them down to the next one. Who knows? Pretty damn awesome. Very grateful. I'm also really grateful for all of you guys for hanging out with me for what? An hour and a half. I've been taking these tools out. This will be recorded so you guys can visit this anytime. But I just want you guys to know how grateful I am, you know, for all of you, for this community. You know, it's pretty special. I'll be buzzing with this for a long time. Sorry, I'm missing chat stuff. It's going a little fast for me. You're the best. Oh, you're the best. No, you're the best. Thanks for being here. Hey, I love you guys too. I really appreciate all of this. And I can't wait to just use every single part. You know, because when you're working on something or you're building something like that, half of the experience is just in your tools. Air hug, yeah! Half of the experience is just in your tools. You know, how enjoyable the process actually is, how easy it is because your tools are up to snuff. You know, you're not fighting with your stuff the entire time. I can't wait to rebuild a lot of these tools, clean them up, vapor rust. We need to talk. I need to get like a 55-gallon drum so I can just pile all this stuff in there and fish it out. Wow. I'm just beside myself with gratitude. And in just the fact that it took like 3 some odd people to daisy chain together to try and get my number because they knew that I was a descendant from this gentleman. To find me like an hour and a half drive away, to find me and let me know, and then also work with me to get a hold of this stuff. It's mind-boggling to me. Very grateful. Grateful for all of you, everything. I'm just, this is awesome. So I'm gonna add it to my shop, however much room I can spare. But guys, I just wanted to thank you for hanging in there with me. You know, I'm sorry we didn't do a Sunday chat, but hopefully this Monday madness with Max makes up for it. But I just hope you have a terrific rest of your week. I love you guys. Don't forget to love each other, okay? And do something kind for someone today, okay? Maybe build something cool. All right, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.